Morning everybody, Nick from Me Smoke Fire here, and we've got somebody new on camera today, hence the beginning might have just got messed up. Anyway, let's, it's a celebration. We actually started celebrating last night, but over something totally different. But today is our 5th anniversary of the Live Cook.
We're loving it.
We've got Chris here, my brother, who's going to, yeah, it's going to come straight off the roof.
This
and
could be big.
Yeah.
We've got Roebuck Estates here, sparkling from West Sussex. It's big.
Hey!
Anyway,
Anyway, we started this on Easter Saturday 2020 when Big Green Egg asked us to do one of these live cooks. We cooked a roast leg of lamb, and 700 people watched it live. I don't think I've ever seen that many people watch any Instagram thing live with just some random bloke cooking lamb on it. Anyway, we've got Annie and Tom here, my niece and nephew. Chubby, oh hello.
Mrs. Meat.
I call him Chubby, but you all know him as Chris. And then on camera, we've got Rachel, who has been on camera before, who has worked at the BBC and all that sort of thing. Anyway, so we... Oh God, are you pouring them all out as well?
Yeah.
We're going to do 3 dishes. And the look of disappointment, or the sound of disappointment, more like, when I told my brother over the phone yesterday, we're cooking salad. He was like, oh. Anyway, so we're doing 3 salads.
Lamb was last week.
Lamb was last week,
Yeah.
which you missed. Yeah. So we're going to do... Oh, I've forgotten the joke already, Annie. What do you call a chicken
No, what?
staring at a lettuce? Chicken Caesar salad. So that's our first dish. Rob didn't get that in.
That's good.
Rob, I don't know if Rob's on, but that's our first dish. So we're doing a chicken Caesar salad. So we've got some, we've already got some chicken cooking, and we're going to show you a way of making a dressing that Ross Geach from Padstow Garden Kitchen put us onto. So we're going to do, and we did a chicken Caesar salad at the Big Green Egg Dealer Day. So thanks to Big Green Egg, thanks to Ross for the idea for the dressing. We're going to do that. We are going to do, and we sort of demoed these on one of the videos before, but our pea and edamame bean flatbreads with some goat's cheese, or you can have burrata, depending on what you prefer. So we're going to do that. And then the third dish we're going to do is a salad called a fattoush. Is that correct?
Yes.
It's Lebanese, Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
It's got sumac in it. It's Middle Eastern. So we're going to do that. And with that one, we're going to add in our own take on it. So we're going to do the crispy chickpeas we've done before, which we love. And I think Chubby, because it's just salad, wants to cook a steak.
Yeah, student guan skirt steak is
Yeah.
what we're doing for Tom. Yeah, so he can actually learn to cook something reasonable.
There you
All
go.
right, at student prices.
There you go.
All right, Nick, cheers.
Yeah,
Here's
thank
to
you.
5 years.
Oh.
Congratulations, Meat
Hey.
Smoke Fire.
God, is everyone on it? Apart from Rach. Oh, unlucky Rach. You can have yours afterwards.
I've already been told that I'm not driving.
Oh, who's driving?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, good stuff.
Not till much later.
Much later, so we're all right. Yeah, you can put that down now, Chubb. You don't have to cuddle it the whole time.
Oh, cheese is just joined.
Oh, cheese is
Wave
on.
at cheese.
Yeah, so tell us who's on, and then I'll think about which order I'm going to do this all in. Because it's been chaos this morning. So come and have a look. We've started on the chicken. So on this egg, we've just got some chicken thighs. I'm going to flip them over, get some colour on them. I'm doing them direct. And these are going to go into our chicken Caesar salad. Now, if you wanted, you could do them with chicken breasts, you could do them skin off thighs, you can do whatever you want. But we're just going to use bone-in chicken thighs because they taste amazing. So we're going to do those. So those are just cooking direct. All I've done, excuse me, little bit of salt on them. And this needs to be about 180, so it's a little bit low, so I'm just going to turn it up a tiny bit. So that is our chicken going into our Caesar salad. Right, over here, you'll see we've already cooked some flatbreads. These are our super soft flatbreads, and we're going to chop those up, and they're going to become our croutons for later. So 2 of the salads have got croutons in, so we're just going to fry those off, get them a little bit crispier. And then we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. So we've got some asparagus to go into, asparagus that we're going to griddle off, and that will go into our pea and edamame. So we've got petit pois, we've got edamame beans, we've got some watercress, big green egg, down by watercress as well, by the watercress line. We've got some garlic and lemon, so we're going to put all of those together and they'll go onto the flatbreads, and I'll show you how to make the flatbreads. And then a whole bunch of other stuff. So I guess, first thing, let's make some flatbreads. So over here, Rachel, this is the easiest recipe ever. He says, I should have turned this on. The boiling water, Helena. Put it into one of the eggs, if you can. So we're going to make super simple flatbreads. I'm just going to grab a spoon. These are soft because they use Greek yogurt. So get this Fage stuff. It's awesome. It's super thick, and you're going to need 280 grams of flour, and this is just plain flour. So on this thing I can measure it. So we'll put 280 grams of flour in there. If you go a little bit over, a little bit short, a lot over, we'll take some out. Telling me my subscription's out. 275, a little bit more back in. Right, so 280 grams, 280 grams, same amount of yogurt, so we'll aim at 560. Perfect. And then 2.5 tablespoons of baking powder. So a teaspoon, sorry, not tablespoons. And a pinch of salt. So teaspoonish, a bit less. And that is it. That is how you make your flatbreads. So what we're going to do, put the lid on this bad boy and till it's dough, and it will just spin it up. So that's just going to knead it for us. Make a horrible noise. Shut all of these for a minute. What are you doing? I'm eating yogurt. Right. So while that's just going to pull it together, and it'll go in like little marbles. It shouldn't all pull together as one thing. Okay. Right. Flatbreads. Let's do some of our dressings. We'll get our other things ready. Let's get our chickpeas ready, because these can cool down to go in the salad. So in this bowl, for our chickpeas, so these are going to go in our fattoush salad. So we're going to fry them off. We've got a teaspoon of salt. We've got half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of chili powder. We've got 3 tablespoons of corn flour. So basically, just want to mix all those together. And these are going to be the coating for those chickpeas. We did them on a previous cook. And the chickpeas can then go straight into them. They've just been drained. And they're going to stick a little bit. And then we're going to fry these off, and those will go nice and crispy because they've got all of that stuff on the outside. Right, so I need to find, what have you done with my pan of?
It's on that egg.
Okay, I'm just going to show you this flatbread stuff. 1 second. So can you see, it's just pulled it all together. It's like little balls, it's a bit sticky. What we can do, just tip this out. And that is our dough. You can just squidge it together. How easy is that? And that will make 6 gorgeous flatbreads. So we'll just wrap that in cling or whatever we've got. I've got some cling here. And then those, pop that in the fridge for about 30 minutes, which is why we've already made some. And that can sit and rest. Right, pop that in here. So that is going to be our flatbreads. Sorry, Rach, I'm behind you. I love the way you're so slow. You can talk, you know. Andy just gives me grief the whole time when she's on.
It's fine. I'm mesmerised by your professionalism.
And your hair.
And my hair, yeah.
I love your hair.
We will get.
I love it.
We will do something with the hair. We're not sure
I got the
what.
brother with the no hair.
To fasten it.
Streamline.
Right, so those are our chickpeas. So we can probably get those going. we've got chickpeas to do, we've got some asparagus. So let's go over here because we can also ask who's on, what's going on, and so on. You could do them in that pan. No, I'll do them in the other pan. Okay.
Franco says was the barber closed.
Yes,
reckon he was
thank you,
hiding-
Franco.
I think he's hiding in the garage, Franco. That's
Yeah,
why.
I've locked him up in the garage. Yeah.
So, John Pritchard, Ali,
Morning, John. How is it in sunny Norfolk? Cloudy like here?
Martin Biggs, who's in Salisbury.
Morning, Martin.
Mark from Smoke Fine Food, so he's up in Newcastle, isn't he?
Yeah, somewhere up there.
Jeanette.
Morning, Jeanette, on the south
Cheese.
coast.
Ben
We're doing this
Bassett.
because a couple of weeks ago somebody asked, is everyone in your village watching? They thought all these people on here were on the village.
Ben.
Where's
Stan.
Cheese? Cheese is South
Ealing.
London, Ealing.
I missed that Stan had put, love how Chubby is hugging the bottle.
Yeah.
Lucy.
Morning, Lucy, in Rutland.
Yeah.
Cool,
She's
we're doing
made
well.
some sausage rolls, Lucy.
Oh, nice one, Lucy. On the egg.
Mum.
Your mum?
Yeah.
Milton. Not even in our village, the next village.
Mark Cato.
Morning, Mark Cato.
Darren.
Somewhere up near Leeds, probably.
Darren. Franco's in Spain.
Oh, Franco's always away.
Sam. Trisha.
Wow.
Glow Baltic Run.
Morning, Global. Morning, Clim. We are using Glow Baltic charcoal today. I know we said we'd use British, but we're on Glow Baltic today.
Up to 30. That's good.
Wow. Right, let's get these chickpeas going. Chicken's going. Chickpeas are going. Where's my water? In one of these?
Yeah, second
Yeah,
one.
right. We'll
Okay,
come to
so
that.
I've asked people what they're cooking. So, Ben's
I'm going to chuck these in.
having a go at doing a whole roast turbot.
Oh. Wow, that's an expensive cook.
Simon,
lovely.
Oh, morning, Simon. So Simon Strelitz. Remember Simon?
Morning, Simon. Yeah, he is
Luton way.
yeah Hitchin.
Yeah.
Luton.
He's cooking a leg of lamb
Oh.
on the rotisserie.
Perfect.
table.
Hopefully using our recipe.
Uh,
I shouldn't need any more of this, should I?
And Mark's doing beef ribs on a long cook and chicken wings and corn going on later.
Oh. Yeah, we're going to do some more later because we've got more family turning up, hopefully, at some point. They might even turn up halfway through this.
Nikki's
So-
watching from Scotland.
Which Nikki?
Cash.
Well done. Scotland.
So all
Who's-
of them.
nobody in the
Franco-
Alps, stuck in
Franco's
a-
in Spain.
I know
Right,
Franco's
is
in
he-
Spain.
is he
I
still
think
in
he's
Benidorm?
I think he's in Benidorm, yeah.
And Ali's thinking about doing a leg. You didn't say leg of what? On the rotisserie tomorrow.
Leg of lamb, hopefully.
Doing the leg. So
Leg of
maybe-
pig's probably too big.
Yeah, I think he needs it.
Yeah, perfect. Right, these chickpeas are in here. All we're doing is we've got them in with that chili, little bit of oil. We're just sautéing them off or frying them off. We want them to crisp up a little bit. So don't mess with them too much. They're
Can I
going to take
just
5
give
or
a
6
shout out
minutes.
to my friend Simon, who says, despite following and trying most of your recipes, he's lost 6 stone. That's amazing.
Simon?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
Well
awesome.
done, Simon. That's great.
So Simon came on about 4 classes last year. So hopefully, that's amazing.
yeah, well done.
Well
Simon.
done. I might have to ring him up and find out how he did it. 'Cause
Franco is in Lanusia, that's 5 miles north of Benidorm.
oh, the posh part of Benidorm, obviously. Anyway, right, those are on. Let's do this dressing because we are cooking it, sort of. So
You could ask people if they know what the term is for what you're doing.
I don't know what the term is for what I'm doing.
Okay. It's like
So you might need to go a bit closer to her because she's not very loud.
We're going to coddle an egg.
Yeah, there you go. Does anyone know what coddling an egg is? Not cuddling, coddling. So this is one from Ross.
So,
We're gonna coddle an egg.
so basically, to make the Caesar salad dressing, you get some boiling water and you drop an egg, or you put an egg into it in the shell for 1 minute only, and then you take it out, and then you take the shell off and you put it in the dressing. It just acts as an emulsifier.
Just let it
But it
cool down
cooks
a
it so
little bit.
there's enough so there's no bacteria.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Who knew? So all we've got, it's not boiling but it's pretty close. A pan of water on here. You can do it on your inside. I'm going to go in for a minute. Who's timing it? Set a timer for 1 minute. It's doing it. And that egg will then come out. We'll let it cool down and we're going to get it into our dressing. So while we're doing that, I'll show you all the other elements of the dressing. It's this one. we have about 200 millilitres, it's about 220 in fact, olive oil. So this isn't necessarily that healthy. Simon, you might want to cut down a little bit on that. We have 3 tablespoons red wine vinegar. What did you say it was?
Not sherry.
Not sherry.
No.
He asked me if it's sherry. Red wine vinegar going in. We have 1 teaspoon of Worcester sauce. Sorry, my brain. We had a big night last night. And then to it, we are going to add in a bit some garlic, some mustard, which is in here. But first of all, I want to get that egg and I want to get that in there, and then we'll whisk it all together. We will add some anchovies right at the end and some lemon juice. So those are all going to go into our Caesar dressing. So you could make a Caesar dressing, that's our minute. You could make a Caesar dressing using mayonnaise and anchovies and stuff, but it's not a proper Caesar dressing. So we'll bring our egg over. And I'm just going to leave it a minute to cool down. Let's check our chickpeas. Sorry, Rachel, I'm going to get you moving around today. So you can see our chickpeas are cooking. Cooling, that would be a bad deal, wouldn't it? I might actually turn them up. Let's get a bit warmer. So any comments? What's happening while we're cooking
So we had
away?
a few. Oh, so Grace has joined. She's live at High Grange this weekend.
Oh, is she?
She's at High Grange.
Wow, well done, Grace. She was here last week. Grace, we love her. Superb cook. We need to get Chubby cooking in a minute, don't we?
Skirt steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
no,
that for?
About 30
Skirt
people.
steak.
Yeah, a couple of people know what coddling an egg means. So
Okay. I didn't know, but we had to look it up, and we're doing it. And we did it the other day, and it was lovely. I'm going to call it. That's going to be cool enough for me. It's going into all that cool liquid. It's just sort of. So in we go, whole egg in there, and we're going to whisk, and we're going to whisk this together. And this is now a dressing for our Caesar salad. Now Caesar salad has quite a lot of, and I'm going to put in my garlic and mustard. Obviously you don't do it with your fingers normally. Get that in. And you can see it's emulsified. It's gone to like a salad dressing. And then we can add some anchovies into that because you want that fishy flavour. I know we used anchovies last time, didn't we, last week? I know a lot of you don't like anchovies, but Caesar salad has anchovies in it.
I love anchovies.
Yeah, I might chop them up a tiny bit. There's salt in there, yeah, they're salty, they're lovely. Get that out of the way, we'll pop them on the board. I'm going to keep a couple of back just to put on later on, but we'll give these a little bit of a chop. If you cooked them, they would just disintegrate, but off they go. And they can go straight into our dressing and we'll whiz them around. That is going to be stunning.
And then lemons, is it?
Oh, lemon juice, yeah. Sorry.
Or not?
Yeah, no, it should have lemon juice. It needs an acid in it, doesn't it? So we'll go in with our Mexican elbow.
I've got one of those now.
Do you like it?
I love it. Love it. Lucy bought it for me.
Well done, Lucy. I haven't seen Neil and Lucy in ages. There we go. I'm going to grab a little spoon and have a taste. That is the Caesar dressing. Perfect. Right. Let's check our chicken because I don't want to burn them. It's chicken thighs, so if you take them a little bit further, it doesn't matter. You do want the skins to crisp up a little bit. You're going to get hot spots.
And you put them straight on, no marinade. And
No, they've just got a little bit of salt on the skins. So the ones that are doing quicker, you can move to any hot spots you've got, move them away. That'd be perfect. Let's just have a read. So obviously you want them above 75. So these ones are 80 already. The others are there, they've just not got a lot of colour. So they are actually all cooked, so give those a couple of minutes. Right, let's go back to our chickpeas. Right, 11:50. We're doing all right. So chickpeas are looking good. They're starting to crisp up. You can hear it. I might add a tiny bit more oil in there. And then we need to get chubby cooking, don't we? For a laugh.
It will be a laugh. Well, a joke.
He was so disappointed that it was salads.
So, the culinary term for the egg technique is called a liaison.
A
Thank you,
liaison?
Mary. Yes.
Oh,
Thank you, Mary.
that was from who?
Mary.
Thank you, Mary. Cheers. Right. Come on then, chubby.
Right,
Let's get you.
get your game face on.
Yeah, here's your steak. How are you doing it?
I'm going to do it dirty on the coals, Nick.
Nice.
Would you recommend I put some oil and salt on it, or just
Tiny
go
bit of
straight
oil,
as-
salt, definitely. I'll find you the salt. You've got the oil over there. Never put pepper on.
No. But the purpose of this, which is quite a cheap piece of
Rub
meat,
it.
right?
Yeah, yeah. This is about, well, an expensive. This is otherwise known as bavette. So the bavette end of the skirt is the better end. About 20 quid a kilo. So we do it in the class. We love it.
So student accessible. is
Yeah.
the main point.
Yeah, because we said this because Tom last night was talking about going back to uni and cooking steaks, and we asked him where he got his steaks, and he said Sainsbury's or the supermarket or something.
That's
And we
quite
said
good.
get to your butcher and go and buy skirt steak. So yeah, get some decent amount of salt on there, chaps.
Oh dear.
There you
Right,
go.
right. Why is that? Just for taste.
Yeah, a taste.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one am I going?
We'll go
to?
on here. Well, so we'll create a space on here probably.
Right.
So I'll just, because our chicken's done, if you let it sit for a minute or two, Chubby, but I might get a chicken off so we can get this cooled down to put in our salad. But we'll take a grid off. Whoa, lost one. We'll get that back. And down here we want that steak to go straight on the burning charcoals. So we got a bit of fat in there because it's all dripping. I'm going to turn it up for you, Chubbs. Give me 2 minutes,
Right.
and then it can go on. I'll get this chicken off, and then we'll get you in there. Perfect. We just need it to warm up. Right, so I'll get a bit of foil to put our chicken in. Because that is all over 75. And we've got another set of tongs, those are clean. So, sorry, this is a little bit smoky because it's fatty, but just check them all. Yep. So we'll get all of these off and then we'll set him up to do his steak so that Tom knows how to cook a skirt steak when he goes back to uni, because he may be going back with a barbecue. Unlucky, Tom, it's not a big green egg. We'll let them sit in there. I'll take this other grid off, I'll put it in the cupboard out the way. Sorry. It's just fat for a minute. Just let the fat burn off, Chubbs, and then you can go in. I'll take your fat. Let's get rid of the ring. Get it out of the way.
Nice.
Watch your knees, Rachel. So
So
yeah,
what temperature are we wanting this at? For
ideally
of dirty
you want
steak?
250, 300 degrees. So you're going to have about 3 centimetres wide at the top and double that at the bottom. So whatever you've got on the top, to get the temperature, do double the width at the bottom, and that's pretty much there. And that should come 250, 300.
Yeah, I can see that. So we're up
So
to
it's
250.
racing up there already.
Nick, I'm a bit worried about the fact these coals are quite concave.
Just chuck it in there, you're fine. You
Really?
can flatten them out if you want.
Yeah.
So how do I say it? Burp it, always burp it. I'm just chucking, it's only these two, these are good.
All right, that's nice.
Yeah,
We're good to go.
chuck them on. Go for there. Flatten it out if you can. Lovely, that's
Lovely,
fine.
Look at that bad boy.
And that is going to need 2 or 3 minutes at the
Maximum.
most.
Both sides or one
Yeah,
side?
we're going to flip it over at half time. So
All right.
don't, you watch that. Don't let
Time
it,
it.
don't let it go too long. Right,
Chickpeas.
over here, chickpeas. These are coming off. Oh yeah, you can hear the outside of those now gone crispy. So that's our chickpeas out. God, there's a lot to do considering this is just salad. go back in because we're going to do some more flatbreads. So we'll do some on there. So we'll warm that up. And then we've got to fry off also all of these asparagus and our edamame and all of that lot. So let's get a pan on this egg. Don't need the water anymore. Get this in there, get it started to warm up, and we're going to get up. While we do our peas and our beans, we'll do the asparagus next to them. So open that, warm it up. So we are going to take for these peas and beans just some asparagus. Just want my egg to warm up a tiny bit.
I might go over for the flip.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah, 120 there.
So the way, so if you
Burp it.
always burp it.
Looking good.
Yeah, it's probably, you can see it's still very rare, but this steak you want to have rare. So just lift it up, flip it over, and then pull off any charcoal that's big bits of charcoal.
Rumba.
Look at that.
That's a bit
Gnarly,
there you go.
lovely.
nice.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
2 more minutes timing then.
Yeah. No, 2 minutes, Chubbs, probably. So let me just get some space out of the way. Right, we're going to cook over here. I need the oil back. How are we doing? We're doing all right. So we're going to get some oil in our pan. We want that pan to warm up. We want some oil in there. We're going to put some garlic in it in a minute. And we're going to fry off these beans. No. Yeah, don't wash up in that sink. Right, we're going to get this garlic in there. So we're going to flavour our peas and our edamame with a bit of garlic. At the same time, we're going to put all of our asparagus on here to start cooking off. Just want to soften it up. Now, with asparagus, where's the bit I left behind? There it is. When you've got it, put your thumb and finger at the end and bend it, and it will automatically break where it's not woody.
Oh, that's a good tip. Asparagus tip. Did
There
you
you
get
go.
my little joke?
Oh, Rach, that was terrible. You can
Oh,
put
that
a,
was good.
you can put a tiny bit of oil on it. But that was awful. That asparagus tip. Right, while we're waiting for that, what I'm going to do is go and grab the last bit of my bread to make the rest of the flatbreads.
And I'll just see about Chubby's steak.
Yeah.
Are you on 2 minutes?
Not quite. We're about 20 seconds to go.
Let's have a look. So we can have a look in. What you're looking for is when you touch it, it should be soft. It'll be softer than when you started cooking it. So you can see it's soft. Yeah? So flip him over. Let's have a look at the back, see if it's done enough. Yeah. I'm going to call that and say it's good. So take it out. Don't worry about any charcoal stuck to it, because as it rests, that will just fall off. And you want to rest it for a good 3 or 4 minutes. Now, if you think you've overcooked it, so we can feel this. I can tell that that is proper rare. But if you think you've overcooked it, don't wrap it so tightly. You can wrap it. And that is going to be delish. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Get over it, Rach, because Helen doesn't speak very loudly and nobody can hear her.
So Lucy said, what do you call an angry Easter rabbit? I don't know the answer.
Something
Oh.
bunny, bat.
I need to wait for her to give me the answer.
Oh.
Oh, what? Well, you brought us over and you don't know.
Oh no, she's only put the first part of the joke in.
Come on, Lucy.
Time. We're all waiting. Right, I'm going to get the. While we're waiting for the answer.
Hot cross bunny!
Oh, hot cross bunny, love it. Oh, God. Right. This is half a piece, about half the size of the other one. So I need this to be roughly, it makes 6. So we're going to go into roughly thirds. And we'll roll these out. I'll probably do 2. Where's my, just grab my flour. And we're going to get these going, and then we'll fry the others off. So, flour them up, roll them out. You want them to be about just under a £1 coin thick. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Sort of like that. Yeah? Half a centimetre, something like that.
No, I'd say
Bit
that's
not half,
3 mil.
3 mil.
3-4 mil.
and get flour on them so they don't stick to your rolling pin like I've just done.
It's a very delicate rolling pin.
This is great because you can wiggle it. If you're good with it, you can wiggle it and it will spin stuff. Look, you see? I'm not very good
Good
with
at
it.
shaping.
Yeah. So we'll take these two. We'll only do two. Take them over. We're going to pop them in our pan. Go over that egg. These take seconds.
Could you do them directly on the grid as well?
Yeah, you can do them on the grid.
we
You
I
can
think
can,
do
we
ours on the
do.
grid.
We do ours
you can
on
do them
the
on a
grid.
baking stone, but I like them in a little bit of oil because it crisps them up just in a cast iron pan. In they go.
Martin Hawkins has just joined.
Morning, Martin. Which part of the world are you in? No, he was playing golf this week.
He's going off to.
Oh.
He's going uptown soon for a magic show and dinner.
Magic
That sounds
show.
cool. Right. How are we doing?
I think we're doing all
Okay.
right.
It feels like a car crash, but I think
No,
we're
I
on
think
track.
Look,
Steaks looking
14
good.
minutes to go,
Yeah.
Rico.
Yeah.
Looking good.
We've still got a few things to cook. Like we've got to make some croutons. But these, can you see them now starting to puff up?
You up, Nick, because you're doing so well.
No, don't.
Well done.
We've got our chicken done.
So you need to make the
Cheers.
fattoush dressing.
Yeah, we'll make the fattoush dressing. Cheers.
Mid game celebration. Yeah. Bit of refreshment.
That's actually really nice. I'm liking that.
Well,
So
given
you
the
know
weather
what
we've
goes
had.
into fattoush?
Right, just going to.
Do you know what you're going in your fattoush?
In my
dressing?
fattoush, no, I do. We've got lots of different things going in. I'm moving my Caesar salad dressing out the way so I don't muddle it all up. But in my
Nick, Nick, I've got a question for you.
oh yes,
So Samantha
over that way, over this way.
Sam says,
Yeah.
can you make the flatbread dough today and then cook them tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah, you just put it in the fridge.
Yeah. Just put it in the fridge.
Okay.
It only needs to go in the fridge for 30 minutes, so it's not a massive time saver. But yeah. Speaking of which, I'll flip these before. Watch that one, Tom. Just because. Flip these over.
It's lovely.
Lovely colour. Oh, I've just put. It'll be super soft. These are the ones we're going to use for our edamame and our peas and all of that. Did I put stuff in there?
Yes.
Yes.
The asparagus
Oh man,
tips.
rubbish, aren't I? And oh look at that! I've nuked the garlic. I might have to
That's
get.
all right.
That'll be fine.
It smells gorgeous.
It does smell nice.
Love a bit of
Right,
salt,
peas,
okay?
edamame.
Half a cup of each.
Yeah. Wooden spoon. And they don't take a lot. You just got to
How hot have you got that?
I've got this about 200. Our asparagus we can just roll. Now you don't have to get it all brown. You just got to that's lovely. Look at the colour on that one. Yeah, blistering. But don't overdo it. Nothing worse than soggy asparagus. So a minute. I'm not going to go away from this. I must do because I've got my flatbreads over there, haven't I?
I can do that.
You take those out, Chubby, and if you could put them on the board over there, please. And for any of Chris's colleagues on here, just ignore what I call him.
Everybody knows.
Do they all know?
He's grown into the name, let's face it.
He has grown into the Williams body, is what I say. He used to be the one with a six-pack.
They're looking good.
Lovely. How's your...
You want the other ones as well? Are they going to be crucial?
No, that's fine. The others
When
are
are
going
you
to be
doing the
croutons.
croutons?
We're going to do the croutons in a minute. I just want to get these off and cooling down because this is all going to go on as a salad. I could probably, these are going to sit so they'll continue to cook a little bit. So I'll take these off now and we'll come back in a second for our asparagus. So let's go back to this dressing. What's he dumped here? Is that his steak?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a chicken, okay, right. So this dressing. So this is for our fattoush. So in here I have olive oil, I've got pomegranate molasses,
Oh, good.
I've got honey, so it's nice and sweet. So those are all going to get mixed together. So this is going to be that sweet Middle Eastern piece. I've got some sumac to go in here. So if I look in this little bit here, I've got clove of garlic, some salt, and a teaspoon of sumac, which is like this red. It's almost lemony. So that goes in. We'll mix that in. Okay, that is our dressing for this salad. So for this salad, we're going to get a big bowl and we're going to put a whole load of stuff in it. So first off, half a cucumber, go in there. We're going to pop in some red onion, just chopped up. We have some tomatoes in a packet. What could you use in sumac if you don't have any? It's yeah, probably a bit of lime because you need some lime in there because it is quite a lemony liming. So some lime dressing. We're just going to put some.
So some, you can use lemon zest and a pinch of salt.
Yeah,
Lemon zest.
yeah, it is lemony.
Tamarind powder, but not too much.
Okay, tamarind powder.
Yeah.
If you haven't got sumac, you're probably not going to have tamarind powder, but
Or dried mango powder.
otherwise called amchur powder. Who knew?
Oh, I haven't got that in my cupboard.
Yeah, not got that either. We've
But that would go for my A's in my newly herbed
Oh, yeah.
alphabeticized.
Nice. We're going to go in with all those chickpeas.
Yo.
Oh, you've got it. You can chuck them in, Chubby.
Oh, they're good. They're really crispy.
Yeah,
Ooh,
they're like
that
little-
is a
I
surprise.
feel like I need one.
Yeah,
So we'll have a
we
go.
could cook them a little more as well. And now they've got a little bit of punch. We're going to go in with some radishes. So I find, take the ends off, cut one side off so flat, and then you can just chop them nice and thin. Or you can go across. Have you got the chilli now?
Yeah, that's chilli on the chickpeas is gorgeous.
So we'll get these radishes in there. Sorry, I should have cut these beforehand. Although I'm not too slow, so not too shabby. I'm chucking the ends in as well, it's you lot. So in with those. We are going to put with it some mint and some parsley. So I've got a good bunch of parsley. Take the mint off. I mustn't forget my asparagus.
There's some sloppy chopping here, Nick. Why have we got
He
the
said it was only us, so we put the ends in.
well,
It's only you guys. You can take it out if
bit
you want.
Rude.
Come on. Can't be perfect on camera, Tubbs.
honestly.
Right, so we've got a lot of mint in there. Take most of the stalks out. The best way to chop all these herbs, scrunch them up, roll them up into a ball, and then get your knife and just go across the end.
Do not let your guard down on the 5th anniversary. There we are.
There you go. Some mint,
Make it
some
make
parsley.
it as good as the first one, Nick.
Oh, that smells great.
Smells
That
incredible.
Great.
We want more lemon in there, don't we? I think.
Yo,
Who's just arrived?
lemons.
Andy.
Do you want to take
Where did you
over?
come from?
You're fine, love. I'm the day off.
Oh,
Where did you come from?
got a glass of champagne.
Enough. Of course she
We're
has.
celebrating the 5th
We'll
anniversary.
put some
Oh, I didn't realise.
lemon over that. We're going to go in with all of this.
Rachel just snuck into the job there, you see.
Yeah.
Terrible.
She's now got to come every other Saturday for 5 years.
Looking good.
Dressing going in, get it all in there. Oh, sorry, Chubbs, I get. No, I missed you.
Terrible.
And then to finish it off, and then I will get my other bits and bobs out.
That's gorgeous.
A little bit
Wasn't it?
more sumac, just to go over the top. There you go.
Right?
Yeah. So leave that in the bowl. That is all
Yeah.
looking good. Right, our
Okay.
chicken's done. What we have has your steak is off. What we croutons we need to do in a second, so we'll get those. So let's grab these. We're going to take our flatbreads.
Did you get off the asparagus, or is it alright?
No, asparagus should be all right. We'll get that off in a second. We'll chop these up. Probably don't need all of that, but we'll come back to it. Get these into chunks. We'll do these bits. And we're going to fry these up till it's a bit crispy. So, can you open that egg up over there, Chubbs? And put a little bit of oil into the pan. Now you could put some garlic in with them.
I think we should.
Well, we better go and find some then.
I'll go and do that. Okay.
Garlic croutons.
What are you going to do with the
I'm
garlic?
gonna
Just
take
crush
the
it.
asparagus off over here. Look at those. Oh. Not too floppy. Nicely warmed up. Now what we can do with this egg while we're at it, get yourself a gem lettuce. Chop it in half. Get a little bit of oil. Stay where you are, Rex. I've left the oil over here. Now, if you like it like this, you can put a little bit of oil on your gem lettuce and go straight on and char it a little. So we've got a warm egg. And we'll
Love
cook
that.
that. And that then can go into our Caesar salad. There's another bit there, so I may as well just do that. Don't boil my knife. There you go. You can have the knife back. Beauty of this cook, it's all veg. Lovely. Right,
Croutons okay?
croutons will be okay. We're just getting some garlic in there. You good?
Yeah, good.
What are you doing? Wanted me to do it? Where are you going in?
Pop me them in
Go.
there.
Go.
Croutons.
Who's E. Kilpatrick?
Oh, that's Emma, my school friend.
Hello, Emma.
She's got a huge outdoor kitchen set up. She's an exceptional cook as well.
So we're going a little bit more oil.
She's,
Got that garlic.
she's
It's
the
gonna
one
be
with the
quite-
huge pizza oven.
Oh, nice. The red one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't talk about her Kamado. Team Red aren't allowed on these cooks. I'm joking. Of course they are. Right, leave that a couple of minutes.
All right.
And we'll start getting everything plated up. So, chaos around here. Let's just tidy up a tiny bit. Get those out of the way. So we've got our asparagus. So I'm going to cut it into about inch lengths. So that's ready to go on our flatbreads, which are over here. So we've got our flatbreads. We'll position those nicely. We've got our edamame beans over there. We have. I'm going to come around that side, probably easier. We have some watercress, so get that on there. Nice and punchy, peppery. So we'll do a couple, then we'll save some because we've got more to do later. We have our edamame over here. I need a. Yeah, give those a little bit of that sharp.
Smell nice and garlic.
Oh, that's good. Something like that. Garlic bread. Can you smell it? Try one. I think they're done.
Nice, Annie?
Really nice. What not?
There you go. So we're going to take some of these peas, some of our edamame beans that have just been fried with a bit of garlic. Get them in there. This is just delicious. And the recipe is already on the website. We'll get those in. Now, if you are... We'll do one of each. Because I think I have seen...
My friend Emma's saying you can go and cook at hers anytime. You can have a free swim as well.
Oh, there you go.
There is
Free swim.
danger. There is danger. It has been known for someone to fall in the pool whilst cooking.
Oh, who was that? Chubby?
No, it's my friend Joe's
Look at this.
husband.
This is burrata, so it's just as soft as. So I'm going to do one with burrata and one with goat's cheese. Oh, look at that. I'll leave that on the board because we'll finish that. And then we're going to put some of our asparagus over the top on that one. We'll get the goat's cheese on this one, left over from the other day when we made these. So if you like salty, slightly different, go for the goat's cheese. I am a right mess. Just wash my hands.
Croutons.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah,
It's alright.
good, we're good. No, I'm gonna put them on here,
Okay.
Helena. So we need a bit of asparagus on that. So those are our 2 of those. We are going to get, can you get me some serving spoons? That would be brilliant, please. And then, so I'm going to get a little bit of chicken now ready for our Caesar salad. So we'll take some of these gnarly ones. I'm just going to put the ones on the board. So I'll take some chicken off. Now you can take the skins off, you can do whatever you want, but I'm going to leave them. They're hot still. It's alright. Hot chicken Caesar salad, always good. I had a beautiful chicken Caesar salad on the slopes earlier in the year. What am I looking for? Ah, she's got my spoons. Here we go. So for us, our fattoush. I'm going to take some of this, get it on our board, because this is just going to look beautiful on our board. With a few of our garlicky croutons over the top. That's one dish. For our chicken Caesar salad, all my lettuce.
I've got those.
Oh, where are they?
They're in there.
Right. They can
I'll
come on.
bring them over.
They can be perfect. Here we go. Hop, 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 hop. And take the others off. So I'm going to just chop these down a little bit. We'll just go with that little bit now. So we've got our chicken Caesars. That.
Yeah.
We'll take some of our chicken. We're going to make bigger ones of these later for everyone. So some of our chicken on there. We've got some of our dressing. Beautiful dressing. So I will give that another zhuzh.
A bit of parmesan.
Yes, yeah, we're going to have parmesan over the top. So a little bit of dressing. I'll use one of these spoons. Now you could put olives in there, you could put whatever you want in there. And then, in fact, I'm going to go quite...
Tidy up after you.
It's just... Yeah, oh, and chubby steak.
Well, we can have that as a little.
No, we've got to show it. See if he overcooked it. So we've got some parmesan over the top. Sure. Set him up there, haven't I? Let me create a bit of space.
Alright, that's the bad. Oh, look at that. You're going to chop it there?
Yeah. Keep that, it's fine.
Yeah, got it.
Now this needs to be rare. Now if you look at the grain on this, we want to be chopping across the grain. So I'm going to chop it in half, and then we'll... Oh, Chubbs, you've done well here.
Oh.
Try that bit.
That does look good.
Let's get student Grant in.
Yeah, we'll send it over. Grab the plate. We'll send it over to Tom on the plate. And what you'll notice is there's no ash on it. The ash has all fallen off. You might want a little bit of salt to go with that. Take that over. A little bit of pepper. Oh, right. Salt, pepper. That. Get that out of the way. What is that? I'll bring my board. I think we're done. Oh, I haven't put any croutons on this one.
Try a piece, Tom.
Try on camera as well.
There we are.
Right, Chubbs, you're right in the way there. How's that? How do we do?
10 out of 10.
3 minutes over. So we've got lovely flatbreads. Just checking there's nothing left on these eggs. Lovely super soft flatbreads with edamame beans and peas fried with a little bit of garlic, and then some asparagus on the top with either goat's cheese or burrata. But then I've got our fattoush salad with our crispy chickpeas in there, with a dressing that has pomegranate molasses in it, honey, so for sweetness, bit of sumac. We could sprinkle some other herbs on top, but the dress we've already put in there, some parsley and some mint. And then we've got our chicken Caesar salad with shavings of parmesan, some grilled lettuce and some garlic croutons. I think you did well there. Well, we did well. Cheers.
Brilliant teamwork, Nick. It's good to have
Thank
you along.
you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Andy. Yeah. Good job, along Jigsaw. Next cook, Helena.
Oh,
I know we've got one on the 8th. We must have next weekend off because we've
I
got a
think-
class.
yes, I think we've
So,
definitely got,
It'll be the 8th of May, I think.
I
Saturday
think-
the 8th.
no, Saturday the 10th.
Saturday the 10th. There you go, close.
Also, my mum's 80th birthday.
Oh, Saturday the 10th of May, and I think we've got a special guest that day as well.
Yeah.
This is like a trio of guests. So I think James from House of Charcoal is joining us on the 10th. We'll definitely be cooking on British charcoal that day, because that's his business. So James will be here. I get on famously with James, so we will be cooking who knows what. I'm going to open it up to him because he
Okay.
cooks well. So
I'm
yeah,
sure there'll be some stuff on the affair.
yeah,
as
we'll
well.
do some stuff on the affair as well because James also sells the affair, so he's our supplier for that. So James is here.
Yeah, so the next one's the 10th and then the
Yeah.
31st.
If you want me to do installs and stuff, get in there quick because, wow, it's been busy. I am up to see Bryn Tuesday, another big for space delivery, so third big for space in a week, which is awesome. Those of you buying eggs, thank you very much. I don't think we've ever shipped so many so quickly, which is lovely. Happy 5th,
Happy 5th anniversary,
everybody,
to the
and
Happy
Andrea.
Easter.
Yeah, happy
Instagram
Easter.
team.
And then we're going to get on eating this stuff. Awesome. What else?
I think that's
Is that it? So thank you for watching. Have a great Easter, and we will see you all in a couple of weeks. Next one.